All right, welcome to Advanced Geometry. We are starting Chapter 1, Section 1. It is over points, lines, and planes. So we're going to talk about undefined terms. Do not have formal definitions, but there is an agreement about what they mean. So what I would like for you to do is pause your screen and I want you to write down the definitions of point, line, and planes. And let's also talk about a dot represents a point, or you could represent it by saying point A. For a line, line means you have arrows on both sides. It continues on in two directions and it extends without end. So there are a couple ways you could name this line. You could say line L, line AB, or if you represent with symbols, you have line AB with the arrows on both sides because it extends indefinitely in both directions. Okay, so now let's talk about a plane. A plane has two dimensions. It is represented by a shape that looks like a floor or a wall, but it extends in every direction without end. So to name this plane, you would name it plane M. Notice it's not a vertex, it is actually naming the plane. Or you could name it plane ABC. You have to use 3 points, not all in the same line, to name a plane. So you could say plane ABC, you could say plane CBA, or BAC, or BCA. But you couldn't say plane BMC because M is not a vertex. All right, so let's talk about collinear points. Co meaning they lie on the same line, linear line, versus coplanar means points that lie on the same plane. All right, let's see what we can do with this. Okay, so give 2 other names for line PQ. So if we were to give 2 other names for line PQ, notice PQ also is line N, so we could say it is line N. You could also flip-flop these two and say it is line QP, or you could also say it is line PQ, or you could say line QP and just flip them. Okay, and then it says and plane R. So 2 other names for plane R. Remember, this right here is plane R. We can pick 3 other letters that are on plane R. So you could say, I should not letters, but I should say vertex. So you could say plane SVT, because those are 3 vertices, but they're not all on the same line. You could say plane PTV, but no matter what, you have to have V in that combination because it is the only one that's not on the same line, okay? And then it also says, so we've done A, okay? So let's look at B. B says name 3 points that are collinear, meaning they lie on the same line. So 3 points that are collinear. So if I scroll this up, Q and P are the only points that are on the same line. So I have to take S, P, and T. So you would say point S, P, and T. And then let's look at the second part. Name 4 points that are coplanar. So points that are coplanar are isn't because it's naming the plane. M isn't because it is naming the line. So 4 points that are coplanar, V, S, P, and T all lie on the same plane.